Chance for them to show what they've got on the T side, show their setups, show their strategies, whatever you have. We'll be jumping right into the pistol. So first game of the night, we're going to be following Nodachi through their first 3 matches and seeing how they perform, ending at least with some Spartak and finishing off with CEX. So pistol coming underway, Tech 9 and Armor on Link, that's going to be brought up. Astro with a tiny bit of utility, and Nodachi with a very default CT pistol, aside from a triple B stack that CEX are about to walk into.
Yeah, charging up through Banana. Hemzik able to find himself at the first as the Glocks come charging in towards B. Cillian's holding CT, but he's missing away. Ketchup trying to remedy this affliction as the rest of his team go down, and LS just tapping away with his USP. Starts his round off brilliantly for CEX. Ferment now coming in from behind, trying to do damage as he has the only man up close. Spit's trying to make his way within the site to help out. Ferment's able to get himself the first, still has more left to find. Dancy's holding the close angle, is the one going to be responsible for trading this back. Takes the peek out now, he's been spotted and he's going to get isolated, falls prey. Ferment up close. Spin going to get tapped away as the Glock does find some damage. They have to go for this frag. Spin's got himself the kit, but only 3 HP, and Astro mops up the remaining 2. CEX, they will be able to pick themselves up the first round.
Really nice play there by Astro. Bait peeking, causing a bit of distraction, forcing Nodachi to push towards him, and if in case they did, if it was time for them to go for that play, LS was playing the close angle. 10 HP left on him, he could have just baited and gone for the kill when they got close. So that would have been nice, but either way, CEX are going to pick it up. Close to being a retake, but it will be the T-sides to play with. 2 AKs, triple UMP, a nice default buy coming into their second round here, and that's something important. CEX can't get ahead of themselves. While they are at least coming into this one as the expected victors in some regard, they don't know what to expect from Nodachi. These guys could be better than previously telegraphed. So again, need to be taking every round as serious as possible here. At least the buy will signify that. No silly investments, no 4 Mac 10s coming in with a single rifle, which is what I would not like to see. As Nodachi, they invest up into pistols, a bit of armor, some utility, and actually start to feign towards a B-side stack. 4 players making their way into the site. We just have Spin M. So then close in towards middle, and if he spots out this bomb, if he gets the information early on, that will surely force his rotation.
He's going to go pushing through the smoke, but Hemzik sees that coming from a mile away. And now Ferment to rotate it on round. Going to be holding this from Arch side. CEX, though, in the meantime, they're rotating background over here to B. Ketchup, Hunter, and Cillian all lie in wait within this B-bomb site. Ferment left solo out towards A. He's going to be listening for those footsteps, but as he doesn't hear any, as the utility rains in, he should start rotating around. Now CEX going to go rushing on into the moors of Nodachi. They find themselves the first, a flash from Hunter. To remain hidden within the site. Dancy's entries in with 2. Doesn't expect Cillian, who peeks out wide, gets himself 1. Ferment on the rotate in with a CZ, able to get 1 more. Bomb has been planted. Ferment, he finds himself on the clock, rotating on round. LS going to be the player to peek out into it, but the CZ prevails as he takes himself a second. Now onto the AK. Should just look to maybe try and save in this scenario. Doesn't have a kit. Time's already very far gone, and that will be the case, but he's going to make it a bit more expensive before he goes.
Yeah, over-peeking from CEX, just trying to fight these armoured players. There's not really a hell of a lot of a reason to do so. Now knowing he's in a one-on-one, he's going to look to try and take down Link if he's being chased, but Link is just holding onto his UMP. Bit of a shame to see CEX give away so many guns and allow a rifle to be saved in a situation where they didn't need to take fights. And obviously with Dancy's not checking the back of the quad, they clearly didn't expect the stack to come in from the CT side. Could have been good. CEX went up mid, they got that first pick, they forced the rotation of Ferment, but then they continue to walk into the B site stack, which is just Nodachi committing with it. So, buy coming in once more, CEX, lots of rifles, knowing the next round will be a full investment. And Nodachi just with pistols, so this is not one they should be expected to take away. The 1 rifle on Ferment is where we really need to watch out for, because again, he has that chance to strike, but he's going to be boosted up early on. So, not exactly a position he can get aggressive and take a gunfight. I think that's what I usually like to see. The issue is here, is with this setup, is if CEX is walking to B, they're going to completely bypass Ferment. They'll have that B bomb site. There's no way these pistols can defend against the rifles, and that'll be the round over. But if Nodachi send in Ferment as a bit of an aggressive player, try and get him to get a pick off, he can swing the odds heavily in their favour.
Hunter's actually found some fantastic damage. Link's going to be able to pick him up, and Ketchup desperately trying to trade, will be denied for the time being. Nodachi going to start to rotate back around. Cillian hears all of this though, and Ferment within the A bomb site now, peeking out wide with the AK. Going to be able to take the first. That's the lone Ruffle player left over in mid. LF spotted, rotating back in, able to get himself the trade. Now Ketchup and Spin M, all that remain. Been able to get himself one. Let's get applied. The CZ gonna fall short of range. Ketchup left in the 1v3. Not gonna be anything for him to be able to field here. So just gonna be looking to try and pick up some exits potentially on these players as they look to leave this site. With all three of them with rifles, I don't see them trying to hunt down this one lone player.
Yeah, and a really late rotation from Ketchup. I think this is off the back of CEX in the previous round, pushing up through middle, showing the bomb, getting that pick, and then going down towards B. Maybe expecting the same kind of setup after they've got those first couple of kills, but surprising to see them continue with the A push. Ketchup definitely seems surprised as Hemsky takes him down. That will be 3-0 for CEX. Here's where things get interesting, Harry. Nodachi on the buy. Rifles can come through. AWP not going to be affordable here for the CT side, but they're going to have utility. Lack of kits is all I really notice. As Hunter will have one, but he'll be alone. CEX are into the 5-man rifle buy as Nodachi are too, but this is definitely still going to favour the T side with the utility and weaponry that we have.
Already with CEX turning a lot of attention. Maybe it's top mid. They could fall prey from this push in through Banana as Ketchup and Hunter both try and take the aggression, pushing on down. CEX have no one there to watch this. They've loaded all the eggs now on basket, pushing up through top mid. Now starting to double back. Astro going to be the one to try and keep an eye on Nodachi in this potential push in through Banana. Rotate everyone round here out towards A. Damage being done to Ketchup as he pulls back from the aggressive angle on Banana. They went ahead B now. There's only one man there and he's got 2 HP, but that's going to be quickly remedied as they rotate Hunter in.
Here are the smokes. CEX looking to burst into the site. There's going to be an early rotation. Zillion already moving back on. They know this is going to be a real push. Ferment sits on the site, but Spin M going to strike first. Nice crossfire. They can just mow down these Ts. And there is nothing coming out from CEX. Despite that early damage on the Ketchup, it won't go a long way. 5 players going down as the result of none for Nodachi. That will be so good for the money on the CT side. They can build that up massively now. And CEX with no bomb plant, no cash. It's going to have to be a half buy while they wait for the loss bonus to kick in. Pistols are all we see on this T side. And Nodachi off to a fighting start.
Pop flash comes through. Astro to hold the close angle. Finds himself the first. Trying to look for a little bit more. He's already got one. How to get 2. He's just going to save himself the FAMAS. Toss that one over to someone with more HP. They can't quite make their mind up as to who's going to hold it.
Preferably someone with armor at least. LS or Link. Yeah, we'll go over. So good choice there at least. Not going to be keeping it on the 11 HP Astro. And that's a gun grab. Gives a chance for an entry again. FAMAS not the best, but look at that lineup. Ferment almost grabs 2 in the apartments, but he gets the information nonetheless. Spots that bomb. However, that doesn't cause a rotation for Nodachi. They keep 2 players on B. They know their favour. There's no point sending a player alone back towards the A site when they're only up against pistols. They should be able to win this fight, but Dancy's great entry.
Dancy's in with a second. Now he's got himself an M4 to try and play with. Astro and Dancy's going to go ahead and take the aggression. Spin M holding the angle. Just going to be relegated back, forced to try and save with Ferment here as they hold on to these 2 AKs. CEX will be onto a 4th, and let's not forget this round had little to no investment with the exception of the 2 players with armor.
What a ridiculous round to win though. There's no reason CeX should be picking that up, and that's the thing. They've got so little investment. They've not even got armor on players like Astro. He can just chase and try and do damage. He dies, it's a B250 given away and $300 gained by Nodachi. It's no real loss. So while he does fall down, it is going to be 4 for CeX, and that's just silly. There's no way they should be picking up that round. Nodachi allowing those 1-digs to come through, just playing too aggressive. I mean, even that first pick that Dancy's got onto the CT player, why is that guy holding the angle? Why is he not bait peeking or playing boost, you know? No reason to be sitting there without ADing, just to remove the possibility of you just getting shot in the face like that. So, unfortunate round for Nodachi, but at least CeX played it right, and now they're back on the rifles. They're back into the buy. Good utility once more, and a chance to crack down onto Nodachi while their money's low. If they can pick this one up, it will be an eco from the CT side. And while loss bonus will have start to build up, it won't be enough for them to fully buy. So this is CEX's to win. If they can continue at least. We have the double CT setup from Nodachi over towards B. I like this, a bit of a booster bait play. Ketchup actually holding a tighter angle than the previous round. So no 1-digs coming in here, and if he gets spotted, he can just fall back, wrap round towards the coffins, and then force Hunter to take the engagement. It's a perfect bait setup. We'll see EX fall for it. Good shot from Ketchup, picks up the first, and he'll start to wrap.
In response, CeX are going to try and take aggression up here towards Arch side. SpinM holding the angle, will be forced to push back. Cillian's boosted up over the top of this smoke, and they were keeping an eye on it, but LS gets caught out. He goes in for more. Dancy spots him, but the Famous wreaking some havoc through the smoke. No damage done by anyone else from CeX. Hemsky able to pull us back with one onto SpinM. Link in the meantime finally deals with the threat that was Cillian, but now he finds himself in the 1v3. Ferment gonna hit the deck. Will be afforded the bomb plant at least as Hunter starts to wrap on round, peeks his head up, spots the head of Hunter. Both players working together, they double peek into it, and Link does hit the floor, meaning Nodachi will be onto a second round.
Yeah, I don't think Link expected both players to be there. That's why he went for the wide peek. At least didn't seem like he was aware of both. CeX, so still a bit of cash to fall back on. A buy will come through. The first AWP of this matchup. The 4-2. Nodachi, they get that reset off the back of losing the anti-eco, but still money isn't great for either side. Whoever loses this again is going to be onto eco. Neither team has a loss bonus, neither team has spare cash. So again, it's so important these early rounds to set your rounds at least in your favour, build up that economy. Neither team having a chance to do that so far. Despite LS being limited to the pistol, the addition of the AWP may switch things up for CeX, may give them a bit of a resurgence as it sits in towards the bottom of middle, waiting for some CTs to take control. But Nodachi have been pretty passive if we look to these early rounds. They've not been taking any early fights, just holding on to the sites mainly and making fairly justified rotates. We've seen a couple of mistakes from late rotations from at least Ketchup over on B, but other than that have been pretty good. CeX again, fast into mid.
Yeah, gonna go straight out, waste no time, try pushing through. Now, Cillian smoked himself off, just gonna be waiting for that to start to dissipate. And we could even see him take the peek. I mean, no one from CeX actually gonna be watching or holding the angle. If he does, could be huge, but as you say, that Hemsky gonna pivot back around and let's pick him up. So one man down here for CeX. We're gonna take some aggression out from Pit. Will be spotted. Actually, they didn't see him. Flower just to play the angle. Has the crossfire with SpinM set up on this site. Ketchup rotated in as well over towards Arch. SpinM open things up. Quickly traded out from Link. Now Ferment from Pit. Tries to go huge, but only gets one. Ketchup going to fall as well as Link, the man on the entries, gets himself the hat trick. It all gets left onto Hunter. 1 versus 3. Bomb planted. Not the ideal scenario, especially not with Dancy's landing shots like that.
Yeah, very clean round. Nice entries and good trading done by CeX. Nodachi just falling short, and all off the back of that aggression, that push from Zillion at least getting caught out at the beginning of the round. If he didn't get taken down at least by Hemzik with the AWP, could have been a completely different one. But now Nodachi onto the eco. As I said, neither team has built up the economy. What am I saying? Economy. And yeah, just pistols for the CT side once again as CeX, they look to take fast banana control already. Clearing out these angles as Nodachi with 2 players on the site, a bit of a chance to contest, but again up against all 4 AKs plus the AWP of Hemsky pushing on in. CEX should be well equipped to deal with this one. Here's the push. Astro, LS, Link, everyone's grabbing kills right now. It doesn't seem to be any sort of an issue here from CEX. And, well, that's not good. That's not good. Stop. 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 My mistake. My mistake.
Oh, that's the equivalent of a hot mic right there.
That's the worst. Oh,
that's fine. No worries. No worries.
Forget about that.
I think it's common knowledge anyway. So here we go. CEX. They're going to be, getting straight back into this one. Got the AWP up for the man himself. It's Hemsky.
Slow push up from CEX again. Just taking that passive mid control. They've got Astro over on Banana. He's there to defend if need be, but there's no aggression as previously noted from Nodachi. They are holding back. Mag 7 up on the... Oh, sorry, MP9 up on the boost. Mag 7 over in the apartments in the meantime as well for Nodachi. So they've got good weapons for the job, at least, for the close ranges. MP9 probably not the best for this position, as again, you're typically going to want a rifle. Because if a smoke goes down towards CT, you won't be able to see too close. You'll have to play probably getting kills towards the site, but again, it doesn't really matter. CEX are focusing on this mid control, pushed all the way up. 2 defenders here. Good Molotov. That will force out Spinem, but he smokes it, and then he crosses. Damage still done. LS not going to be able to pick him up in the meantime, but Spinem will fall back with only 50 HP as the bomb makes its way back towards Banana.
Yeah, the MP9. And the M4 combo here, gonna have to step up in a big way. Smokes and flashes, comes soaring in, and Hunter, he's the man to try and step up, do the job up close, gets himself one, but the trade comes in instantly. And now catch up. 1v3, they don't check it, but he peeks wide, and Link gonna go ahead and just quickly guillotine him there before he can get anything done. Spinam's rotated in. Ferment currently at going to be hot on his heels, and Cillian pushing up through Banana. CEX playing this one very, very passively. Going to start to push on up. Hemsky holding the angle around the corner. He misses the opener, but it's Link to go ahead and remedy that. Gets himself 2 before Cillian is able to trade things out, and now they both know where Cillian is. Just playing it back and forth, letting him keep his head ducked down, and then finishing him off there. That's going to be CEX in with their 6th.
Yeah, but a very important round there, because if you look at that again, it seemed like they may have let the ketchup towards the back of the box at least get away once more. We've seen that position abuse CEX in the past, as Dancy's didn't check it on that anti-eco when they rushed on into the site, but instead they go for the plant. Link holds the angle, aware of the possibility, force him out into the open and take the kill. So nothing done towards the back of quad. Unfortunate for Nodachi, but a good read from CEX, expecting that stack once more. Now we just see pistols. CEX already destroying up on Banana. Dancy's looking for a second. He'll get it. Clean anti-eco, only losing Astro in the process, and again, up against just pistols, there's no reason to lose more than 1 or 2 players from CEX. They need to build that economy already more than they have. These guys so far, again, while we are early days, this is a strong T-side, Harry. 8 rounds on the board, pretty much. This is a really good way to start off this match if you're CEX.
Yeah, Spinam and Cillian, all that remain, and Spinam finds us stuck between a rocket and a CEX place. As he goes down, it's all on Cillian. And now it's on no one. It's Nodachi. They're going to go 6 rounds down to a UK team, no less. So right now, my Neil's prediction's looking good, looking firm.
Yeah.
Whenever I see Spinam, I always think of the other UK player with the M at the end of his name.
Neil.
Yeah, Neil. Well, no, actually, it's like, isn't it?
Not even player, coach, Harry.
Yeah.
Coach, infused coach. The passion, the brains, everything.
The accent. Here we go. Ketchup can open things up before Astro is quick on the return. Tries to get more work done. Not going to be able to do so just yet. Cillian actually going to go and take the aggression. It's a bit unwarranted, but it gets them a lot of information in the meantime. Realizes that no one's there, and you can already see him starting to peel back into CT spawn. Curious if they're going to commit to this rotate. If Spinam spots out anyone over here in mid, he has Ferment with the crossfire. Gonna have a decent bit of time to rotate a player in to try and help out.
flash, so Spin M playing close and not going to check it. He sprays, and he gets 3. Massive work done. CEX completely blown apart. Ferment will be traded from Link as he pushes out the apartment, still with plenty of time left to play with, plus a full set of utility, but again, they got control of the bomb. They're holding on to it. Spin M's grabbing himself the AWP, and Link, he's going to have to do something massive to pick up this round. Hunter's low, but Spin M will hit the shot. 4 kills for him, blows CEX out of the water. And despite the pre-rotation over to A, I do like what CEX are throwing in. We're constantly going back and forth between sites, not committing. Even with the early pick, allowing Nodachi to settle. It seems like this has got a little bit too long to push up through the middle. Allowed Spin M to push up close to the smoke and then obviously to go massive. So CEX, maybe if anything, a little slow on their decision making.
So this time we got the AWP up on catch-up. They're actually employing a boost over here on Banana. Doesn't really get them anything, but if there was some aggression, maybe they would have been able to find the opening frag on the back of it. CEX just going to be taking things slowly once again over here in middle. Seems to be their favoured way to play. They leave Hemsky behind to try and watch for any aggression over there on Banana. Right now they just wait, bide their time over in mid. Going to let that clock tick down. Try and bait out some of this utility from Nodachi. Now pushing out through mid. There are 3 players here. A very potent crossfire set up between Zilean and Spin M. Whole idea is you have Zilean to bait them out, not actually check the corner. They get so focused on trying to deal with this one player that Spin M can just come in for the big play once again. And as he waits, CEX looking like they were going to rotate off there, but then they made the decision not to, and this is where things could very, very quickly turn sour. Zilean going to start to peek out. If they find him, then he's able to get one. Now the peek comes in from Spin M. Down goes Zilean. They can't throw away the man advantage they've been able to get, but they do as the trades come in. CEX managed to stay afloat. And now Ferment within the site. Doesn't even find one.
Great entry from Darcy's. Now the bomb can go down. They only have 15 seconds left, so no time to rotate or make any funny business. Nades will be thrown on in. Good damage done, and Astro forced out of position as he's down to 20. The AWP left on the retake as well, so not too favourable. As CEX are posted up with rifles here and have the control. Nade could be doing good damage to Astro, but instead going to go towards the left side of the pit where no one's holding. And Darcy just sits, playing for information over in the pit. He can spot if needed, or he can just play bait, wait for them players to start to push up and then take the information. But nope, he's just going to hold. Nodachi knowing this one isn't worth going for. They haven't got that cash built up, and they're going to fall back and save. It's a 9th round for CEX, and that's something I need to praise them on as well, right? They get that early damage done. Astro pulls it back into a 3-on-3, and instead of wasting time like they have been doing for time after time, playing it slow, they run straight into the A site, they get that bomb down, they put it into a doable afterplant. So at least playing off the back of that and not taking too long on the decision making, which is seeming to be something that's been holding them back in previous rounds. So 9-3, Nodachi again, no money to fall back on, and an AWP and an AK to play with.
Yeah, now in true, in true British fashion, I got some tea here. That's probably what you guys just heard. Sorry about that. But if you're rooting for CEX, you got to have tea, and LS could probably deal with some of that right now as he gets tagged down to a measly 27 HP. Very, very early on. Hemsky looking to try and be the saviour of CEX this round. Rotates into mid to try and watch for any aggression from that AWP player, but can't just actually beat them to it. Going to go ahead and rotate in towards the B-bomb site. Completely mixes this up. Being very, very dynamic on that AWP.
Mag 7 could be something to catch them off, something that we haven't been seeing, or at least take effect from. There's actually 1 round Ferment has played it here. Only positive is he doesn't have armor. That will mean he is susceptible to aim punch. Only 1 bullet needed. Then again, aim punch on Mag 7s at this kind of range probably doesn't make a huge amount of difference. That gun's still probably pretty effective on close corners. As long as CEX pre-fire this one, it should be fine. If not, they're going to be in a world of hurt. But Dantes has typically been that player to just solo push the apartments while everyone else bursts out through middle, and seeming to be a similar case again. Bomb is in apps, but looks to make its way out of boiler. Astro finds that first kill, and Link will just clear up short, but they don't check this area yet. Dance's not pushed up, and that's when it will strike. 1 bullet, Mag 7, not going to be able to connect more, but Hemzik, he lands another. Pistol shot, takes down Ferment. 2 players left again. We're probably just going to see this save.
Ketchup whipping that shot. I mean, that could have been a bit of damage done. Hunter's making noise over in bottom mid as well, so I'm just going to triple peek him as he starts running for his life.
Uh-oh.
Ketchup does manage to get one. It's not looking great if you're Hunter, or is it, as he takes the first. MSIC goes down. Link just going to be holding the angle. Doesn't want to risk extending out any further, but he's actually going to go for it, and Hunter now on 2. They've done so much damage. Darcy spotted as well. Everyone dies on the UK side, but they still win the round.
See, now I wouldn't be surprised to see Nodachi buy off the back of this. Not only can they drop 2 weapons over, but also the money of the UK just got hurt. The only issue is we got 2 rounds after the half, and CEX will be able to buy up regardless. So while a buy does make sense, considering Nodachi may not know the exact state of CEX's economy, especially when they picked up this round prior. But again, it's not going to be a great buy by any means. A rifle thrown over. Mag 7 again on Ferment and Ketchup. I imagine he's got a gun dropped over. Yeah, he's got the AWP, so it could be worse here for Nodachi, but the issue is, you can have as good a buys as you want, Harry. They are not picking up rounds.
Oh, sorry, I just found out they don't put sugar in the tea here in Germany.
Oh, no.
That is a
How long have you been drinking that? It took you that long?
I just got it. It was really hot when it showed up. It was really hot, and you know, now I've had a sip, and it's like, oh, that is a thick tea. But here we go. CX. I mean, they're looking fantastic right now. 7 rounds ahead. They are looking golden. If you're Nodachi, I mean, they've had a lot of problems, right? They're really looking to ferment over on the UK side of things. Hilariously, you know, I thought coming into this, Hemsky would just destroy everyone, given that he's the only Swedish player in the server. But it's actually the UK guys doing some damage.
Yeah, Link and Dancy's top of the board, and obviously Dancy's being the latest addition. That's nice to see. Up there with 10, but Link just over the top. He's been getting some good entries. CX again, looking for more. The faster banana. Look at the shot from Astro. In through the smoke he goes, already dropping Hunter. That's something so unfortunate for Mag 7. Again in play, Ferment strikes and grabs himself an AK to fall back. But he doesn't get it, Harry. He forgets to pick up the AK.
I don't think he forgot. Pushing E is a mess. So he's been allowed, you know, the AK. It was afforded to him courtesy of Link. Gave him that as a bit of a handicap. Now comes looking for some sweet, sweet revenge. The issue is Ketchup holding the angle should be able to keep him at bay, or the rest of CEX dedicate their time and attention. They're they're loving attention out towards the B-bomb, so they're ready to push on in. Spin M misses that first shot, been tagged low, and Astro's able to pick it up in return. Now Cillian waiting over here. Orange as they go walking on out, does damage, but that is going to be it as Astro prevails up close. Link going to be able to dispatch of one more in the blink of an eye. It's all on Ketchup, but Hemsky, he's more of a mustard man. So there we go. It will be CEX in with their 11th. What's that thing that Swedish people eat?
Herring.
Yeah. Oh, that is nasty.
That's just not. Don't do that.
I've actually heard that it's very nice.
I know it's not nice. I know the only reason they can eat it is because they grew up with it, so it's like natural. But if you eat it, you'll throw up. But look at this. MP9 rush mid. I've never seen something more erotic. Fast play from the CT side. They are going to get a couple of kills, but Dancy responds, and so does Astro. So damage done by the CTs, but again, it's not really conducive to a round right now, because as a result, they give up the map control. This allows players like LS just to push all the way up on the behind, but he doesn't spot the shadow. Finally will react in time to drop Ketchup. But that's opened a massive hole in the defense of Nodachi. They've lost the A site. The bombs make its way in through the apartments, and Hunter's already left on the rotation. A 1v3 going to be needed to pick up this half, but it's looking like a 12th.
Here he is, Hunter. The Hunter has become the hunted in the 1v3, and Link. There we go. I had to pick that up like it's nothing. They go 12-3 up in the half, and bearing in mind we're following Nodachi all evening, so we got more of this yet to come. As right now they are currently 9 rounds down versus CEX. I mean, where would you say CEX place in the UK in terms of teams?
Oh, I don't think I'm the man to talk about this. I don't know.
Probably like second best.
The thing is, no. The thing is, they're not in Gfinity, so it's really hard to rank them against other UK
exactly
teams.
Right, because you see like the guys like at Method and things like that. You know,
yeah, it's so hard. Usually, right, you would go again, people are going to correct me because I'm not as involved as some others, but I would go.
Here you go. You love UKCS.
I thing is I love keeping up with it, but I'm not as knowledgeable as some others. I'd say they're definitely in the top 5, and then from then on, it's so hard to tell because Method usually would be the top 1, Endpoint would be the top 2, but the not only roster shuffles that have come in recently, but also the results at Gfinity have been very hard. But we can talk about this later, Harry. As Link looks for some aggression down middle.
Oh, there we go. The USP rolls to life. Yeah, I mean, I think CeX are probably. You could argue that they're definitely one of the best, if not.
Yeah, top 3.
Right up there. But anyway, here we go. No time about that. As Hemsky, he's going to go down to Ferment Town. Gets completely beheaded. Cillian's over here on Banana. Now decides to finally peek out and catches LS. In the meantime, Astro's looking a bit unhealthy here. It's going to get that much worth with a 9mm slugged into his face. And Dancy's trying to cover the push from CT. Tapping away. Doesn't get anything done. Well, he has found some damage. That will be it. The bomb not down just yet. Has bought time. A Link might even... They're going to try boosting over. This could stop the bomb going down. So as he gets put on up, has to be careful. Hunter's allowed to get away with the bomb plant, but no, Dancy's pulls us back. So now it's on Ferment. 1v2, holding the cross. Able to pick up the first. Now looking to try and get more work done, but Link gets the return, and there we go. CeX, they win out this second pistol. That will be 13-3 secured, and from this point onwards, we can easily see this reach a 14-3 scoreline.
I'm very impressed by that pistol round. How the hell do you pull it back from that man disadvantage? Link being able to get that boost up, Dancy's going big. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. CeX should never be winning that round. Nodachi not hitting their shots at all despite the entries going their way, and even taking control of the B site, taking a delayed time to get that bomb down on the site. Very messy stuff, but they go for the eco here, knowing that they can buy up next round with the help of that hefty little bomb plant. CeX are going to be hunting for kills. They know what the scoreline's like. They've got confidence as they push fast down towards second middle. Hemsky finds the first onto Hunter. A quick kill, but again, they can't afford to push up too aggressively because they'll give up control of the A site. Link again saves his teammate, bails him out and goes big for 2 more.
Link.
Nice spray down with the MP9. Zillion holds onto the T-spawn, waiting for something to come his way, but at this point there's no even reason for CeX to chase. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Again, it is a 1v5, but we have got some damage done at least onto CeX. Ooh, okay.
Just able to get one. Now LS comes in, looking to get revenge for his fallen English brethren. Is the lone Swede. Cillian not able to get much more done than that. 14-3, the buy can come in from Nodachi, but it's important that they pick this up now and then go flawless. As CeX, they're poised on the edge of victory. Incredibly close here to winning out their first map, which is quite, a decent start to this for them. I think they're in a good group. They could definitely wreak some havoc. The nades down mid from Nodachi, able to find a bit of damage, but Hemsky's already crossed. He's going to be watching ult mid up close. Ferment could come walking into his iron sights, takes the peak, and Hunter's quick to capitalize. Trade going to come in from Astro. Ferment going to be hot on his heels, but he's allowed to duck out just in the nick of time. And already look at this. Nodachi, they've been relegated just to A ramp and ult mid. They lose Ferment, so they don't even have alternate mid anymore. They're just to be stuck over here at ramp. These SMGs doing work, and LS, his time to shine. Has the MP9 backed into a corner, and he wants to say that their asses are mine. As they walk on round, he will go down, and that is going to be Spin M to now run this town. Astro, 1v3. They've made their way on up into B. Swaps out the M4 in favor of that UMP, and starts to make his way up. Not going to be easy. The bomb has gone down.
Again, these guys are low. This is doable if he hurries the hell up. He's got a kit to play with and a bit of utility as well. Molotov, that should seal the deal. This round should be over. That will limit his time so much, and considering these T's are split up and playing crossfires, it's going to be very difficult. But does spot one, no reason to overpay for Spin M. If he goes down there, that's his own mistake. Astro won't be given a free kill, and yeah, that's going to be him losing the round. Still, 3 kills, Nodachi, 4 rounds on the board. I'm not exactly holding out for them to pull a ridiculous comeback, but they will be able to enlarge their rounds by 1 more, as CeX don't have a lot of money. No reason to force here.
I mean, they tried to go for a very, very low investment round. They had 3 SMGs in the grand scheme of things, right? So, I mean, all the damage done is pretty decent. This is it. Power struggle in the UK team. Disband by midnight. Darcy's stabbing LS. Not good. That's actually not how it works, by the way. There was some topical friendly banter between the two players, I'm sure. Here we go then. Nodachi desperately trying to claw this one back. They've got one on their long road to redemption. For CEX, this is a round that they're not under too much pressure. Currently 3 of them just spending time up in apps. Reminds me of the early LAN days as they all try to squeeze into the bedroom. They're able to get themselves 2 between them as Astro actually doubles down there. Now SpinM. Ooh, doesn't want to do that again.
You get worried when SpinM can't even jump on the logs, Harry. Don't you get worried? Individually, these guys from Nodachi are far less impressive than I thought they would be coming into this one. Some, not even just aim, but also just basic mistakes is quite worrying. Not to take it away from CeX, they're doing very well, but this is a scary game. But the B push is going to come through. Deagle on LS, he only needs to land one to make it work as well. But Dances is only on a USP, going to dive into the firing squad, and he'll go down. LS wrapping round towards the coffins. A bomb will be planted, but he can't stop it in time. Doesn't want to overface. Still doable for CeX, but again, Nodachi are fully equipped up with rifles. Astro not going to be lucky there. Sprayed in through the smoke, and now it leaves just 2. All onto Link basically, because LS is going to be severely handicapped by only having a Deagle. He's just going to have to be the bait man as they walk into the site. But that Molotov, that could be perfect. Forces out Zillion into the open, and Link finds 2. All onto SpinM, but Link, what is that? 3 kills on the retake. He takes the round, and CEX will reach match point.
I mean, Link is absolutely insane. Just fantastic stuff. They say, he's one of the hopes for UKCS, and that's showing right now. Yeah, he's on fire. That was perfect. And I mean, LS in with the D there, the Deagle at the end. He didn't really get too much done. The buy going to come in from Nodachi. That last chance to try and fight back, and then he's pushing up through alt mid.
Early control taken. They've got the apartments for free. Looked like a potential boost will be coming out, but I think CeX have actually heard some of this push. They're going to fall back and play it a little more safe. But again, no one's holding the apartments. That's my only issue with the setup right now. The Molotov will delay them for a few more seconds, but Link needs to re-smoke that soon because these guys can easily force their way up to the end of the apps, out of the balcony. 2 players towards short. Bit of a bait and switch setup. Link going to be spotting for information. Nodachi will focus on him. Astro that can then peek out and do the damage. And actually I like this. They've wrapped Hemsky over to the apartment, so he's going to be able to hold the angle down. This is good because there's no way that Nodachi can take long control in the meantime. And even LS has filled that slot. So CEX equipped well, but will this setup work?
Yeah, it's just going to be a slaughterhouse over in mid. Link to open it up. Astro now chiming in with a bit more damage. SpinM trying to haul this one back. Just takes the push, and actually they find a decent bit of damage. Hunter crosses to Pip, but LS going to decapitate him before he can get any more work done. Dancy's on the push down. Banana drops the bomb. And in the blink of an eye, it's all on SpinM. Flashes Dancy's, who gets relegated into the corner. He actually misses the bomb. He didn't pick it up. He thinks he did. So now he's going to go back for it, and Dancy's was primed and ready.
Dear.
Nodachi, it's not to say that they weren't looking good. It's just that they weren't looking better than UKCS.